Okay, we have a new mini game, and actually it had said that it was going to be here the night before, but it is here this morning. So I went to bed and it was already here when I got up, so guess I missed that one. Okay. Slide the blocks left or right to make them fall into empty spaces. Clear a whole row by filling it up. We've had this one a million times. Okay. So I guess it wants me to do that. Drop it in. Okay, clear blocks with items to collect them. So like these right here, if I move this over, drop it here, we'll have two of the cones or whatever they are to collect and exchange. Complete the collection goal before blocks reach the top or the game will end. Each slide costs 1 disco energy. Use a disco hammer to break down big blocks into smaller ones. And then the next one is declare a whole row right here, the disco ball. Do farm works and event orders to collect more disco energy, disco hammers, and disco balls. So we do have an order thing here, and it does have us, this is a wisteria, so it must be a white peony. Yep. Okay, so they ask you to do this. I'm going to go ahead and do it. Although the last three, I have not even used any of the, making any of the items and stuff. So it's been good. It's been good. I don't know what I just missed there. That was new. Okay. So what it was saying was to do, things on your board. And let's see what we get here. 1 disco energy from that. Gonna go ahead and trash that one. Gonna finish the boat so I can tell if, I'm sure the boat gives you things this time too. I really pushed it. I got 20 minutes left on my boat. Let's do an instant order. Let's see what we get. Quite a few. Disco energy. And then it was saying, to harvest. And looks like a few are dropping. Sometimes it depends on the crop. Like if we're going to plant this new crop, like it might give more too. Probably nothing really for that. Well, I guess the wheat are usually, if it's like a lower one like the clover or the wheat or the corn, you don't really get energy, but it's given a little bit this time. So let's try a couple board orders. I mean, this one's pretty easy, so it won't take very long to do this video. Let's go ahead and plant some peonies. We had these in my yard growing up, and they're like my grandma's favorite. She just loved them. But I mean, like we had everything growing in our yard. We had like a 180-acre farm, and my grandfather he just planted everything. We had like a great arbor. We had like every kind of tree you could think of. We had a whole orchard, and then throughout the farm were all different trees. You'd go pick like, whatever berry or pear or whatever you liked, like in different places, elderberries, stuff like that. I don't think the hoffettle. And when I was in 7th grade, we moved down the road into like a 1 acre, but the memories from that farm I always think about them. Maybe that's why I like this game so much. I have no idea. Okay, so let's take a look. Max still isn't here, so trying to see if we even have the collection for him yet. Okay, it's not that. It's not that. Wow, maybe we don't. So the collection isn't even up for him. That's pretty wild. I gotta start working on more on my collections. I didn't really see one for this game either. Okay, so in the exchange shop, we're gonna have a Disco Beats deck. Disco Beats, okay. And then the Spring Boost, which somebody asked the other day, but like when you put fountains out on your farm and they expire after 7 days, this will boost it again for another week. We got VIP. We have an instant order coupon, Engine Boost, one of my favorites, Zap Oil, Revitalizer, Experience, and coins. Okay, Disco Beats desk. Let's look and see. Well, actually, lately they've been showing us all the way up the thing, so. Disco Beats and a disco ball lamp. Looks like we have to get to 4,600, which isn't as high as the last game. And there's all the things that you'll get going up it, and we can actually check them now. Disco Beats. Nope, not in the collection case, which is odd. All right, so let's check this, what we get this month. All right. Okay, so we have the fishing tournament coming for me May 8th, the night of May 8th at 11 p.m. But 9 through 16, it looks like we get some kind of a little fox, but we can use the loom, the flower crown machine, which actually I don't have yet, and the doll builder, the loom, and the sewing machine. That's what you can do with the fox, with the hair, and then you get the little I don't know what these are called. Why do I not know what those are called? The little fluffy thing you get when they become prized. And with all the fur things. Okay, so we've got all these and still need to finish Bill. Well, let's see like how many. Oh, and the takeout orders. Make sure you do your takeout orders. Sorry, I don't have them ready, so, but whenever you get to this point right here, of course, you're gonna get something for the mini game. So let's just jump in. I've got 84, and I was just doing kind of normal stuff, and I had to do the steps this morning of the side game, but I didn't do the game one yet, which is this right here. So after you do these, you'll probably get a wheel or something. But during the course of it, you know, you get things for the game. So it's always good to finish these. And I'll get the steps up. So let's jump in. All right. So like I was saying, you move this here, and now you're going to get 2 cones. Okay. So now we completed the cones. So, all right. So there were none there, but you know, we just go ahead and do it anyway. This one's getting a little complicated. Okay, so what they were saying about this, like, use this hammer and this bigger one that needs to drop down, and then we got one of the headphones. So that's kind of what that is. We'll drop that one down. All right, we busted up that one. Busted up the bottom one. That doesn't feel right. And we're already in danger. Oh, Oh, okay. I thought I already lost. All right. So see where we go. We got 3 here, so we can bust that one up. Doesn't feel like it should be this hard this early. All right, and then as always, you don't want them, you can just quit that. There's no really good move there. Well, I guess that kind of was. So let's move this over, drop that one. So it looks like we're gonna have to do the hammer again. So just move that over. Wow, this one's hard, like from the beginning, and so let's do that. Nothing really can drop down there. Drop this one down. It's just kind of a fitting into place game. So even if I move that one over, I won't have 2 spots. Looks like it wants you to use a hammer again, but I'm not quite ready to. Okay. Maybe I am now. Wow, this one's really kind of... That's a little surprising because it usually isn't this hard this early. And there are none of the headphones even on the board here. There they are. So when I'm out of hammers to do this, there we go. Let's get this one broken. Try to get the, okay, we got 1, so we need 2 more. So even if we move that over, it doesn't drop that down. Or that doesn't get it out of the way. There we go, we got 1, so now we have 1 more. This is one of the games I like to play, but okay, we're already at 46. Maybe it'll go fairly quickly. All right, we got it. Okay, so we completed that goal, so now we're going to move on to the next one. We got 51, and we only have to get to 100 to get, you know, the first prize and stuff. And you have to move one of these to keep going forward. All right, so we're going to get 2 of those. Look like records. All right, we'll drop this one down. Okay, we get another record. And then one of these, which I have no idea what it is. Oops. Oh no, we're 1 further than I wanted to, but that's okay. All right, let that one drop down. Alright, we finished the record things or whatever they are. Alright, we got that one. This one we're in danger. Let's see. No real way out. So let's go ahead. We don't need any more of these. Might as well go ahead and show you this boost. The whole row. And drop that one down. Let's just move that. 4 right now. That really does nothing. There we go. Move that one over. That does nothing. I don't know, it's pretty cut and dry, pretty easy. Alright, we got our first 10, and then this is going to be one of the coins. So let's actually see how many coins we need. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait, was the other one a single? Uh-oh. Nope. Okay. 2. 2, 4, 6. 8, 10, looks like it's going to be a 12. 12, okay, so we need 12 of the coins this time. I'm sure it'll be 12 for every mini game. That is the one thing I didn't really look at. That does nothing. This will do nothing. Let's just get one of these out of the way. That did nothing. That does nothing, and we're getting ready to lose this round. Let's see. You don't want to use too many of these too fast. See, I'm still in danger, and I just used one. So that does nothing. There we go. There's one. We're still in danger. Alright, that did something. Actually, I'm going to move this 4 and drop it down. Without those boosts, there's not much to do there. Oh, I guess I should have showed this too. Here, if you've bought the VIP pass 4 times, you can get this many of everything. Well, for me, I think it's different for everybody, but if you've done the VIP, this right here, and bought the VIP pass, then you're good to go with that. You can buy those if you want. It's like $20. It is the $20 that I definitely spend every month. I went for a while without even getting any sunstones or anything. But it's one that, like, I mean, it really helps with this too, if you need it to. But I mean, you can do it without buying those. The last one I didn't buy any. All right, we're gonna lose right now. So I'm gonna go ahead and quit. I mean, you get to keep your points and everything, you just don't get to finish that one. And I'm down to 1 energy, so, and that's it. So make sure you do the little mission. If you want to do the orders, I'm going to go ahead and trash that one because I don't have that one made. But let's see what the peony tea is. And I have stuff going, so is this it? White peony tea. So you need 3 peonies and 3 oranges. That wouldn't be too hard to make. But that's it. Pretty cut and dry. Pretty simple. They're to the point of really repeating some of these games. So, I mean, you've got the basics down. You'll know how to play them and everything. So, and I'm not sure why I'm going through all these things. Just have it, I guess. And right now with the new ones, you need cocoons for the sewing machine. So I've been pretty much collecting those every time I think about it. So make sure you're doing that because you got to make lots of silk. But Max still isn't here, so last time this did it was like 3 days, I think, or something. So hopefully he'll be here soon. And then he'll be running into Guild probably, since Guild's been starting on the 9th. I know I sound tired today. Sorry about that. I was doing a lot yesterday. All right. Have a great day. Like, comment, and subscribe. If you ever need anything, just, send me a message on the YouTube, or if you know me, you can send me a message. I'll always answer. Have a great day. Happy farming.